Okay. Best timing ever. Literally. If you're stumbling upon this, this is a video that's followed up by the previous video where I left off on DUAT. And I left off on DUAT, this symbol here, position number 1. You're going to have to go back, watch the previous video to catch up because all the refreshers in the previous video under DUAT. And so we just had a distraction, just great timely distraction. Great timely. Notice I said great timely. Right at the point where I was saying, don't be distracted. Don't be distracted by Earth. But let me tell you this. There's only one person that can bring me a distraction that I stop recording for, and that's the Great Mother. I spoke about the Great Mother. Well, I'm talking about my Great Mother, the ones here in this physical realm. So she called me right at the time I was making the statement of, don't be distracted by Earth. Mother Earth herself called me, the Great Mother. She called and I hit the decline and thought that would be enough and I would continue recording. But no, my mother, she called again. And doing so, I did discontinued video. I stopped the video to follow up with her call. I love Mother. I love Mother because Mother, there's nobody like Mother. Mother says, I said, I left you a message to call me. I said, okay, Mom. But if you left me a message to call you, you have to allow me to call you back. And if you watch the previous video, you'll see how quick she called back within seconds or within a minute. She called back, whatever it was. But let's continue on with our steady intensity. If you stumble upon this, I thank you for joining me. This is Author Joe Grace, and this is the Steady Intensity. And just for the sake of a reminder, this is the Oracle deck of Chasset that collaborates with the book Word of Power by Norma D. Ellis. And I am providing and using this as a teaching tool for the hieroglyphic, and also a teaching tool to tap into your intuition and to learn an ancient language and ancient symbols, something to awaken the memory of you within you. So we ended with DUAT, D-U-A-T. And if you have your notes and your notebook and your index cards, be sure that you draw the symbol. Take a moment. Draw your own symbols because that's the best way they connect. And you may not think they connect right here at this moment, but I tell you, I guarantee you, if you meditate on it, within the next day or so, there are information and downloads that will germinate inside of you and speak to you. This in itself is a meditation. The study intensity is a meditation. So today I decided to also play the music that I did a little meditation to as a form of memory, bring back the initial outpouring that was given to me in regards to this particular symbol, which holds the position of number 2 in the spread. Go back to the previous video, find out completely before you watch. I would suggest anyway that you watch the previous video before you follow through with this one. So, operating, we were talking about the earth. We talked about the earth being a rites of passage. This place, this physical realm, being likened to a rites of passage here in the now, in this physical realm, as you move through the demon challenged earth, because this is the realm that you're addressing those demons. This is the realm that your hell exists in. This is your rites of passage. Before we transition into the spiritual aspect of who we are, this is what you go through. This is the rites of passage. Before we transition into the spiritual aspect of who we are, we must go through these challenges here in this physical realm. But here's the question. The question is, sometimes we wonder how many times, how many lifetimes or lifelines, or what is this? But what came to me was five timelines, 5 lifelines, 5 opportunities to get it. 5 opportunities to get it right before you make that transition. How did I come across 5? Where did that come from? That's what I asked myself. Well, I kept looking at the symbol. And I thought, well, what does that mean to me? What are these? What is this? Referred to as a star. You are the star of your own ship. What did I see there? I didn't just see a star. I saw something. There's 5 within this circle. I just kept looking at the symbol. I just wrote what came to me. And what came to me was the 5 elements. This is what came to me, not from the book. This is what came to me intuitively. 5 elements of mastery. That's what came to me. 5 elements of mastery, of eternal energy. Of eternal energy. An unending energy. The star guides the ship, the star, representing you. From its center, if you look closely, there's a center, an obvious center in this here. You look at it in the book, same. There's a center. What's at your center? The center, your heart center. And a scripture came to me was, out of the heart, be careful with your heart, because out of the heart are where the issues flow. The heart is critical in regards to your transition from this physical realm into the spiritual realm. In order for you to make the transition from the physical realm into the spiritual realm, meaning you've gone through the rites of passage, guard your heart, because within your heart the issues of life flow. In order to transition through and make it into the afterlife, the ancients believe your heart was weighed. So you're not going to transition into the afterlife with a heavy heart, with the issues of this physical realm. So you're going to have to master the physical realm. And what's in that physical realm? 5 elements of mastery is in that realm. This is how it came to me. Mastering. It's in my notes. Mastering earth, water, fire, air, and space. All of this came from me meditating on this symbol. I'm giving you straight what was given to me. 5 elements rising from out of your center. You are the star of your ship. You are the one within this eternal energy. You will make the transition into the underworld, into the afterlife. First, by making and going through your rites of passage in the physical realm, here now, in the demon challenged presence here and now. Not somewhere down the road, not some physical death and then you're going to go to hell. No, you're dealing with the demon challenged environment, surroundings here in the physical realm. Now, this is where you're mastering. This is where your mastery takes place, right here. And you are simply energy. You are simply a form of energy. We talked about energy as it changes. It never ends. It never dies. It only changes form. You go from one form to another. There's a metamorphosis that takes place. You change forms. Now, no one's ever said to me that you get 5 lifetimes or you get 5 lifelines. That just came to me. So you don't have to say, oh, I don't know. I've never read that anywhere. I'm just telling you what spoke to me. 5 opportunities, 5 lifelines, 5 timelines to get it right. 5 elements to master. Mastery on every level so that you can transition from the physical realm into a spiritual realm, the afterlife. That's what I got. Just the thought. Just the meditation. Do your own. See what you come up with. Oh, here's the other thought. Because we all must ask the question. See, she started with the book. She asked the question in her book, her questions. Her questions provoke our own questions. She said, draw your own symbols and see how they speak to you. That's it. That's what I got. 5 elements, mastery. Number 2 position is world of spirit. That goes back to telling you what this symbol is and what position when we did the spread. World of spirit. Wisdom outpour. Darkness and unconsciousness. That's what came to me. And as we talk about earth, water, air, space, earth, water, fire, air, and space, the 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, and space. As we transition and go through, we enter water. That came to me. We enter water as a rebirth. We enter water as a rebirth. We enter the womb one as a rebirth. That's how we come.